Say, we are so cute.
Got to pull away all of our different programming.
Impossible.
Have to call in and support the programming.
We had to change our diaper, feed her in the car, and now we don't even know if we're going to make it inside because we're fussy.
Smooth jazz listeners, the contemporary jazz during the day.
Mommy has to get some groceries.
This camp.
What are you doing? What are you doing, baby? What? Abu. Ooh, 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 ah, ah, ah. Ooh, 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 ah, ah. She's putting her slobbery hand in my mouth. And then her finger just went up my nose.
And that's the rest of it.
Simeon is being dumb, but I washed my hair today with my own stuff and it faded out a little bit. And this is what the color looks like and the cut with me fixing it. Yeah. Love you. What you doing? I'm currently just a couple days past 12 weeks postpartum, and Adeline here is a little 12-week-old now, and she's starting to get chunky. Look at her little thighs. She's actually kind of in a bad mood right now because it's currently 8:30 in the evening, so she's kind of ready to get ready for bed. I just wanted to pop on here and say hey and just kind of tell you guys how we were doing. So we're still breastfeeding and staying at home together. I decided not to go back to work and stay home like planned. And I still really love it, and it's definitely a lot more work than I thought it would ever be, but it's really a joy, and we're just so happy. She is, I'm not really sure how much she weighs. She won't have her next appointment until May 20th, but at her 2-month checkup, she was 9.9 pounds, and now she's 12 weeks. So that was at 7 weeks. Now she's 12, so she's probably definitely over 10 pounds now. I'm thinking she's somewhere around 12 to 15. I don't know. But she's in 3 to 6 month clothes now, and she's also wearing size 3 diapers, which really she didn't stay in size 2 diapers, but for like maybe a week or two. Like it was not very long before we went to 3s. I just felt like the 2s were just a little too tight on her thighs, but they fit in her waist. So we just went ahead and switched to 3s because they fit a little bit more comfortably and we haven't had a problem. So that's what we're doing. Currently we're just using Pampers Swaddlers or the Pampers Dry, the baby dry ones. I think I have one in my diaper bag. I can show you what they look like. And then we're just, really kind of just using diapers that using up the diapers that we were given at our baby showers first, and then Well, I don't have a clean one to show you, but here's the dirty one. This is the Pampers Baby Dry. I think that's what it's called. But I like them. I think I like the these Swaddlers. This is what they look like. I kind of like these. They're really soft and comfortable. The others are pretty bulky, but they are like supposed to keep them drier. So I kind of like having those around for like car trips and things where I feel like she might be in a diaper longer than she should be. Because we have battled with diaper rash a few times. So what I usually do when she gets diaper rash is just put some breast milk in a bath and let her bathe in that. So that seems to work pretty good, but we keep the Boudreaux's butt paste everywhere, and I put it on her every single time because if you didn't know this, breastfed babies poop a lot. Well, a lot of them do. Sometimes they don't, but mine does. She poops a lot. She poops almost every time she eats and pees a lot too, which is a good thing, but she stays wet, so we have to use the butt paste all the time. So that's really the only thing we really struggle with as far as her health, I guess, is just diaper rash. And then she does get gassy as well. Like she gets pretty gassy, and I don't really know if it's something I'm eating or if it's air that she's swallowing or what, but you know, she's really struggled with gas pains, so we use gas drops every once in a while. It's gotten a lot better, but we also use probiotics. And then just to add, her doctor recommended that we give her vitamin D because apparently you don't get vitamin D through breast milk. So we give her vitamin D, probiotics, and gas drops. And those are really the only things that I've had to give her. I did vaccinate, so she's had her 2-month shots, and we didn't have any problems with them. She didn't even run a fever. We gave her Tylenol for 24 hours, and she did really good, and it was really not bad. I was really scared about it and kind of skeptical about vaccinating, and I know people probably judge me for doing it or not, or thinking about not doing it, but we did decide to vaccinate, and we're glad we did. We just felt like it was the right thing for us to do, so we did. She's like such a wiggle worm nowadays, and she just kicks her little legs all the time. So what our routine, I'm gonna try to do like a routine video for y'all so y'all can really see our routine. But we basically are feeding every couple hours during the day and taking naps. She's awake a lot more now. She'll play on her play mat for 15 minutes or so. And she's starting to like her swing a little bit. So she has a little bit of playtime and tummy time and things like that. But for the most part, she's still like eating every couple hours and taking a lot of naps. And then in the evenings, we kind of start to bed down around this time, around 9 or 10 o'clock. We start, turn the lights out, and I nurse her and rock her until she falls asleep. And she's like looking at y'all. She is really chewing on her hands. Her hands are so slobbery. But anyway, so we will really bed down around this time. And then she has gotten to where she sleeps anywhere from 2 to 5 hours at a time. A lot of times that first stretch is usually like a 4 to 5 hour stretch. And then it's up every couple hours from there. But really, I don't mind because for weeks she was just cluster feeding at night and not even trying to go to sleep till 2 a.m. and stuff like that. So I'm so glad she finally got her nights and days figured out. So she's doing really good with her nighttime sleep, and she sleeps in a bassinet in our room. And like I said, I'll do a routine video so y'all can really see the setup and everything. But we do a bath every night, and I just use the Johnson & Johnson lavender baby. I wasn't going to use Johnson & Johnson products because I didn't like the chemicals that they used to have in them, but they actually took those chemicals out of them. So I've been okay with using their products. You see yourself? So I've been okay with using those products so far, and we haven't had any issues with them. But I also got a lot of them for free from baby showers. So once I run out, I'll probably try to, buy something a little bit more clean. Maybe like a Baby Ganix or a Vino or something like that. I'm not really sure what would pass the toxin tests or whatever, but we haven't had any issues so far, so we're really, really happy. Today we went to the mall and went shopping a little bit, and she did good. We get out of the house every week. We get out of the house almost daily. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 9:15 in the morning, I go to a fitness class, and it's like a fitness class for moms. So we basically just head there, and it's a little complicated because in the morning she's really still sleeping and doesn't really get to waking up for a while until about after lunch. So she's really not super stoked about being out of the house that early, but she does pretty good. She's getting used to it. And it's good for us to be on a good routine and me to be getting some exercise finally. So a little bit about me postpartum. I will do a birth story and like a postpartum video about like how things went right after birth and everything for me. But I had a really good experience, and I pretty much felt pretty much back to normal after a couple weeks. And I am finally, since she's starting to sleep better, feeling more normal. I am still 30 pounds overweight. Not super excited about that, but definitely working on it and starting to pick better snacks and eat better. And I'm going to start counting macros soon, which counting macros, all I do is I calculate how many macronutrients I need, which macronutrients are just carbs, fats, and proteins. And I just log my foods in my FitnessPal app, and it's free. And I just keep track of those numbers and make sure that I'm not going over them or under them. So with breastfeeding, I need to figure out what my new macros will be. But before baby, I was eating, I think my cut was 1,700 calories. And if I was working out enough, I could eat 2,300. So I'm thinking now that I'm working out again and I'm breastfeeding, I can add 300 to 500 calories to my my base, and I think I'll be eating somewhere around 2,000 calories. So I'm probably just going to stick to like 2,000 to 2,300 and see how it goes, and then kind of modify from there. But that's kind of probably one of the reasons why I haven't lost much weight is, you know, breastfeeding to me, like some people say the weight just falls right off after breastfeeding, but for me, it's just made me so hungry, and I just haven't lost a pound. I lost a little bit of weight when I came home, and then it's just kind of stuck. So I thought that I was going to be one of those people that just like lost it really fast because I felt so much skinnier when I got home. But then after like a couple weeks, nothing ever happened again. I just have been the same size. So I'm just glad I'm not like gaining weight. So that's good, but I'm definitely ready to be more fit. But I've always been, you know, in shape. So I know that I'll be motivated enough to get it back. It's just, you know, postpartum, it's what you do. So y'all will get to see me on that journey to get back to the place that I'd like to be, with my fitness level and everything. So I'll share more on that. I'm really hoping to, my mom got us a Instant Pot for Christmas, and I mean, I had the baby since then and everything, and I just haven't even unpackaged it and made anything with it. But I've seen so many videos about meal prepping with it, and I really want to master that thing and start meal prepping with that, because with macros you really have to kind of measure everything out so that you know what you're putting into your app. It's actually kind of easier to eat out at restaurants because you just type in what's on the menu, but when you eat at home you have to actually measure your meats and your everything and like enter it all in. Because I don't want to eat too many processed things or spend too much money eating out. So I'm going to have to figure all of that out, and then I'll probably do a video on the nutrition side. If you're new here, I'm just a mommy vlogger now. I started this channel to just really for fun. My husband was flipping houses, and I was just staying at home, not even pregnant. I was just not even doing anything as a wife. I was just staying at home because we had moved to where he was flipping a house, and I didn't really want to start a job just while we were there for a couple months. So I stayed home and decided to start YouTube, and that's kind of where it started. And then I got pregnant and decided to be a pregnancy vlogger and really loved it. So here we are, and I'm gonna keep on rolling with it and just be a new mommy vlogger and see what happens. So please comment on this video and let me know what you want to see on my channel, because I have some ideas of what I want to do from other YouTubers, but I want to know what you guys want to see on my channel. So right now I have about 150 something subscribers, so there's got to be some preferences out there. So please comment on this video, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is Catherine.fob, and I will put that in a text box below, and you can also find the link on my homepage of my channel. You can actually click on the Instagram. It's like at the top where the cover photo is. There's a little link, and you can just click right on that and follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to get better at uploading to Instagram to my story and stuff, so that y'all can see kind of daily what we do and what we're up to. I post a lot of things on there. And then as this channel grows, if you follow me on Instagram, I can start doing Q&As and things like that on there, and do videos on them. So please follow me there. It'd be really easy for me to keep you guys engaged. So so this is Adeline, and that's pretty much it for how we're doing right now. Like I said, ask questions. That way I'll know what you guys want to know about. You can see, I'm sure if you followed any of my pregnancy vlogs, I've got my cup back here. That's one of my little tricks for breastfeeding and keeping your milk supply up, is just keeping water by you all the time and staying hydrated, because you need a lot of water in general, but when you're breastfeeding, you definitely need a lot of water. So I always have my water cup, so that's not changed yet. But yeah, so we are doing great, and we will see you guys soon for another vlog. And this little baby is ready for her bath and ready for bed, so we're gonna get out of here, and we'll see you next time.